Hello and welcome students. In the last video we have learned about the history of genetics. In this video we are going to discuss about the different processes which are take place in the protein synthesis, and these processes are transcription, translation and translocation. Students, to understand all these processes we have to learn about the structure of DNA and the different types of RNA. Now let us start with DNA. We have learned about the structure of DNA in the last year. When you discuss about the structure of DNA, we can say that DNA is a double helix molecule consisting two strands. Each strand is made up of number of nucleotides. Each nucleotide is made up of phosphoric acid, deoxyribose sugar, and four types of nitrogenous bases. These four types of nitrogenous bases are adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. This is about the structure of DNA. Now listen about the different types of RNA. According to the functions, there are three types of RNA. mRNA, that is messenger RNA, rRNA, that is ribosomal RNA, and tRNA, that is transfer RNA. mRNA carries information for protein synthesis from DNA in nucleus to the ribosomes in the cytoplasm. rRNA, that is the ribosomal RNA, is the important component of ribosome and it helps in the process of protein synthesis. Now listen about the tRNA, that is transfer RNA. tRNA present in the cytoplasm. As per the message on mRNA, tRNA carries specific amino acid to the ribosomes. With the help of these RNA, the genes present in the form of DNA participating in the functioning of cell and thereby control the structure and functioning of the body of living organisms. Information about the protein synthesis, they are stored in DNA. The synthesis of appropriate protein, they are very important for the body. Then how these proteins are synthesized? These proteins are synthesized by DNA through RNA, that is known as central dogma. Then what is meant by central dogma? The synthesis of protein by DNA through RNA, that is known as central dogma. Students, mRNA produced as per the sequence of nucleotides on DNA. Only one of the two strands of DNA, they are used in this process. The sequence of nucleotides in the mRNA is complementary to the nucleotides on DNA. Then what is meant by transcription? The synthesis of RNA from DNA, that is known as transcription. Students, mRNA formed in the nucleus comes in cytoplasm, then it brings the coded message from the DNA. This message contains code for each amino acid. The code for each amino acid consists of three nucleotides, that is known as triplet codons. Dr. Hargobind Khurana was a scientist of Indian origin. He has made important contribution in the discovery of triplet codons for 20 amino acids. For his work, he has been awarded with the Nobel Prize in 1968 along with other two scientists. Students, each mRNA is made up of thousands of nucleotides. As per the message on mRNA, amino acids, they are supplied by tRNA. For this purpose, tRNA has anticodon, and this anticodon having complementary sequence to the codons on mRNA. This process is known as translation. Then what is meant by translation? As per the codons on mRNA, tRNA with complementary anticodon brought near the mRNA, that is known as translation. The amino acids brought by tRNA bonded with each other by peptide bonds. During this process, ribosomes keeps on moving from one end of mRNA to other end by the distance of one triplet codon, and this process is known as translocation. Then what is meant by translocation? The process of moving ribosomes from one end of mRNA to other end by the distance of one triplet codon. That is known as translocation.
Here is a cell, the basic unit of all living tissue. In most human cells, there is a structure called the nucleus. The nucleus contains the genome. In humans, the genome is split between 23 pairs of chromosomes. Each chromosome contains a long strand of DNA, tightly packaged around proteins called histones. Within the DNA are sections called genes. These genes contain the instructions for making proteins. When a gene is switched on, an enzyme called RNA polymerase attaches to the start of the gene. It moves along the DNA, making a strand of messenger RNA out of free bases in the nucleus. The DNA code determines the order in which the free bases are added to the messenger RNA. This process is called transcription. Before the messenger RNA can be used as a template for the production of proteins, it needs to be processed. This involves removing and adding sections of RNA. The messenger RNA then moves out of the nucleus into the cytoplasm. Protein factories in the cytoplasm, called ribosomes, bind to the messenger RNA. The ribosome reads the code in the messenger RNA to produce a chain made up of amino acids. There are 20 different types of amino acid. Transfer RNA molecules carry the amino acids to the ribosome. The messenger RNA is read 3 bases at a time. As each triplet is read, a transfer RNA delivers the corresponding amino acid. This is added to a growing chain of amino acids. Once the last amino acid has been added, the chain folds into a complex 3D shape to form the protein.
And you know that these proteins control the various functions in the body of living organisms. This is about the transcription, translation and translocation. Now listen about another important concept, that is mutation. Students, living organism can produce new individuals like them due to the presence of genes. Some of those genes, they are transmitted to the next generation without any changes. Due to this, the characters of parent, they are transmitted to the next generation, that means to their offspring. But sometimes sudden changes occur in those genes. That means any nucleotide of the gene changes its position, and therefore some changes there occurs in the genes, that is known as mutation. Sometimes these mutations may be minor, but sometimes it may be considerable. For example, mutation causes the hereditary disorders like sickle cell anemia. प्रथिन संश्लेषणाची माहिती DNA मध्ये साठवलेली असते. आता या प्रथिनांची निर्मिती कशी होते, तर या प्रथिनांची निर्मिती ही DNA मुळे RNAच्या माध्यमातून होते. या प्रक्रियेला सेंट्रल डोग्मा असं म्हणतात. सेंट्रल डोग्मा म्हणजे काय? DNA मुळे RNAच्या माध्यमातून प्रथिनांची निर्मिती होणं, या प्रक्रियेला सेंट्रल डोग्मा असं म्हणतात. DNA वरील जनुकांच्या साखळीनुसार mRNAची निर्मिती ही पेशीच्या केंद्रकामध्ये होत असते. mRNAची निर्मिती होत असते त्यावेळेला या DNAच्या 2 धाग्यापैकी एकाच धाग्याचा वापर होतो. या mRNAमध्ये असणारा न्यूक्लियोटाइडचा क्रम हा पूरक असतो. DNA वरती न्यूक्लियोटाइड हा एकमेकांना पूरक असतो. आता प्रतिलेखन म्हणजे काय? DNA पासून RNA तयार होण्याची प्रक्रिया म्हणजे प्रतिलेखन. mRNA हा पेशीच्या केंद्रकामध्ये तयार झालेला असतो. हा mRNA पेशी द्रव्यामध्ये येतो आणि तो येत असताना DNA कडून प्रथिन संश्लेषणाच्या संबंधी संदेश घेऊन येतो. हा संदेश सांकेतिक स्वरूपाचा असतो आणि या संदेशामध्ये प्रत्येक अमायनो आम्लाकरिता संकेत असतात. हे संकेत 3 न्यूक्लियोटाइडच्या स्वरूपाचा असतो. त्याला ट्रिपलेट कोडॉन असं म्हणतात. डॉक्टर हरगोविंद खुराना हे भारतीय वंशाचे शास्त्रज्ञ होते. यांनी 20 अमायनो आम्लाकरिता असलेले ट्रिपलेट कोडॉन शोधण्याच्या कामामध्ये महत्त्वाची अशी भूमिका बजावली. त्यामुळं त्यांना 1968मध्ये इतर 2 शास्त्रज्ञांबरोबर नोबेल पुरस्कार दिला गेला. हा mRNA हजारो ट्रिपलेट कोडॉनचा तयार झालेला असतो. या mRNAवरती असणाऱ्या संदेशानुसार अमायनो आम्ल पुरवण्याचं काम हा tRNA करतो आणि त्याकरिता या tRNAवरती जसे mRNAवरती कोडॉन असतात तसेच या tRNAवरती अँटीकोडॉन असतात. हे अँटीकोडॉन पूरक असतात mRNAच्या कोडॉनशी. या प्रक्रियेला भाषांतरण असं म्हणतात. मग भाषांतरण म्हणजे काय? mRNAवरती जसे कोडॉन असतात त्याला पूरक असलेले अँटीकोडॉन हे tRNAवरती असतात. याला भाषांतरण असं म्हणतात. या tRNAने आणलेल्या अमायनो आम्लाची पेप्टाईड बंधानं श्रंखला तयार करण्याचं काम rRNA म्हणजे रायबोझोमल RNA करत असतो. या दरम्यान रायबोझोम हा mRNAच्या एका टोकाकडून दुसऱ्या टोकाकडे एका ट्रिपलेट कोडॉनच्या अंतरानं सरकत जातो आणि या प्रक्रियेला स्थानांतरण असं म्हणतात. मग स्थानांतरण म्हणजे काय? रायबोझोम mRNAच्या एका टोकाकडून दुसऱ्या टोकाकडे एका ट्रिपलेट कोडॉनच्या अंतराने सरकत जाणे या प्रक्रियेला स्थानांतरण असं म्हणतात. अशा पद्धतीनं विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो अशा अमायनोंच्या श्रंखला एकत्र येऊन गुंतागुंतीची अशी प्रथिने म्हणजे प्रोटीन्स तयार होतात आणि ही प्रथिने सजीवाच्या शरीरातील विविध कार्य पार पाडतात. त्यानंतर विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो आपल्याला अजून एक महत्त्वाची संकल्पना अभ्यासायची आहे ते म्हणजे उत्परिवर्तन म्हणजे म्युटेशन. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो आपण या अगोदर शिकलेलो आहोत सजीवांमध्ये असणाऱ्या जनुकांमुळेच ते त्यासारखे नवीन सजीव तयार करतात. कधीकधी यातीलच काही जनुकं ही जशाच्या तशा स्वरूपामध्ये पुढच्या पिढीमध्ये संक्रमित होतात. त्यामुळं मात्यापित्यामध्ये असणारी जी काही गुणवैशिष्ट्ये असतात ही त्यांच्या अपत्यांमध्ये येतात. पण कधीकधी या जनुकांमध्ये अचानक काहीतरी बदल घडून येतो म्हणजे त्या जनुकामध्ये असणारे न्यूक्लियोटाइड त्याची जागा बदलते आणि त्यामुळं त्या जनुकामध्ये बदल घडून येतो. त्याला उत्परिवर्तन असं म्हणतात. हे उत्परिवर्तन कधी किरकोळ असतं तर ते कधी लक्षणीय असतं. उदाहरणादाखल जर पाहायचं झालं उत्परिवर्तनामुळं सिकल सेल ॲनिमियासारखे काही जनुकीय विकृती देखील निर्माण होतात. धन्यवाद.
Mm-hmm.